I think surfers search for the wild places for sure. I think that a lot of the times the places with the best surf are the places that are untouched in a sense, and it's kind of, you know, where there's not really a whole lot of civilization happening, and they're kind of little remote little spots where you can go to relax and regenerate and get some of the best waves you can, and it's something different than in your life that you're not going to get in the city. Surfing is unique, I think, because it's one of those sports where, you know, you can interact with nature and you can be constantly looking for something different to be kind of like something that's bigger than you. Surfing in like a big blue ocean and a lot of power going on there, and it's coming bigger than yourself, and it's bigger than, you know, anything that you can really comprehend. So it's nice just to be able to be there and have something you got to respect.
Planet X is brought to you by Jump Mobile. Text out, shout out, fearless communication. And by Shoreline of Lake Tahoe, the online one-stop for your winter sports products. Visit shorelinesnowboards.com. And by the Go Music Network, your web resource for independent and unsigned bands. Get loads of free, legal music and share it with your friends. Download the Planet X interactive audio player now at planetx.tv.
Where are you guys?
It's your new girlfriend.
What about her?
Her laugh.
Yeah?
Hurts my head.
Come on.
It sounds like a dying hyena.
No.
Giving birth.
Really?
To a litter of 50.
Serious.
Sirius has her mustache.
Mustache.
Look at it. Take a look. She's kind of furry.
Yeah, okay. Are you coming or not?
Be there in 5.
With free text, you don't have to hold back. Prepaid wireless from Jump Mobile. Go to jumpmobile.com.
The way that I think the carved board helps with surfing is it feels a lot like surfing. You can just ride that thing all day, so you can practice and build your leg strength and visualize yourself surfing. And when you do catch one of those 4 waves that you catch an hour, that you're gonna rip the bag out.
So we're on this boat and we're headed for pretty much one of the last kind of chain of islands that are really untouched, kind of really wild.
Yeah, it's definitely a wild, adventurous place to explore, and it's super fun and exciting. It's wild in the sense that there's probably only a couple of places in the world like it, if that. It's just, I don't know, it's very unique. I really love it. I'd describe it as like really beautiful and green and exotic. I don't know. Deserted.
We're here to find some of the best waves pretty much that the world's got, and one of the last places that hasn't been really touched. And you know, I can't see any concrete, but I can see really good waves, and it's something that you don't get where most of us where we live, so it's something different.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do think we're pretty crazy going around travelling and searching for these waves, but I think that if they just ever had the feeling of getting barreled or ever experienced being out in the surf, you know, in Indonesia where the water's just crystal clear, there's dolphins swimming around, and if they ever experienced that, they would just, you know, they'd know then that that's why we do it, because it's just an unbelievable feeling.
I think like when you do like trips like this, it's very enjoyable because you hang out with like your friends, catch perfect waves in a beautiful place like Indonesia.
We've come to Indonesia with some of the best female surfers in the world. We've got a spectrum from all countries and, you know, just all ages as well. We've got Jacqueline Silva, who's on the WCT from Brazil, and Jessie Miley Dyer, who's also on her first year on the WCT, and she's from Bronte, Australia, and Stephanie Gilmore, who's making her first year trying to qualify for the WCT. She's from the Gold Coast in Australia. And then we have a great couple of girls from Hawaii, Bethany Hamilton and Alana Blanchard. They're, you know, 16 years old and they've been ripping, surfing really well. And then we have a European representative, Pauline Du, and she's from France.
I think when you're on a boat trip with a whole lot of girls, it's funny because everyone really, you know, gets to know each other really quickly because the boat is not really big. And on a boat trip like this one, you know, we've got a whole different kind of crew, all from different countries, and we know each other, but, you know, we haven't had a whole lot to do with each other sometimes. I haven't really travelled with a lot of these girls before, so it's something different, but it's funny. You know, like girls, I reckon girls are funny creatures. I'm the first to admit it. We're a bit weird. And so we've got the 7 of us, and everyone's got their own little things they do, and
a boat full of girls is pretty natural for me because I've done so many girls' boat trips. It's really fun, and I think it's quite mellow actually. Like the girls have a real energy, but they wear themselves out and everyone just crashes and you know, I don't know, bonds, watch movies. Everyone just has a really good time, and it's just really nice. This trip especially, the girls, everyone's really mellow, but yet they're just here to surf. They want to feed off each other. The older girls are looking at the younger girls to get a little bit more, you know, incentive of what they're doing and motivation of their different manoeuvres and things, and the younger girls are looking at the older girls.
Cardboard, you can go out and just turn and turn and turn and get in your snowboard stance. It's good. It's a good way to keep your legs strong through the summer.
I first met Bethany, I think, when she was about 13 and I was maybe 15 or 16, and we were both riding for Rip Curl, and kind of met her, surfed, hung out with her for a week, and then about a year later I read in the paper that she'd had an accident and her arm had been taken by a shark. And I rang the Rip Curl team manager and I was just like tripping out, and I immediately thought like, oh, Like, you know, if it was me, probably never would have gone anywhere near the water again. I would have moved to the middle of Australia, not gone near the ocean.
At first, it kind of, like, when it first happened, it did, like, because, like, I was just freaked out and, like, because, like, I saw, like, everything. Like, it just, like, scared me to go back in the water. I wouldn't think, like, she was going to surf with me again or anything. Not being able to surf, I don't know, maybe it went through my mind once, but I tried not to dwell on it, and I wasn't gonna make any major plans until I tried it and see how it went, you know. It was my choice to try surfing again, and once I did it, I knew I was going to be doing it for a long time, and yeah, I don't know, I love it too much to stop then. Born and raised in one of the best places to surf in the world, Hawaii, Kauai, and all of my family surfed and taught me how to surf when I was about like 2, 3, and as I grew older and kept surfing, I fell in love with it, and I've just been surfing ever since, and it's just my thing. The hardest thing in surfing after the attack was probably just like learning how to stand up and not really balance issues, but just standing up and positioning yourself in the right place, waiting for the wave and to catch it, and just all figuring it all out. It's all pretty hard. My first time surfing was like 3 weeks after, I think, and I just went out on a longboard in the kiddie whitewater, and I like struggled like my first 2 times, and then I got up on my first wave, or my third wave, and rode it all the way in, and it was just so exciting, and I just had like tears of joy, and I was just like, I had that stoke. Even though it wasn't like a good wave, it was like exciting for me, and then it just went up from there.
I think she's an absolute freak. I just can't get it. I can't believe that she would still be surfing and still be in the water, and not only surfing, but she rips. Like, she gets, you know, takes off late on 6-foot waves, and I don't even know how she gets up. Personally, like, I was sitting there, Steph and I were going, how does she do it? Like, you know, when we go home, we're gonna try and just stand up with one arm, and I thought, couldn't do it. There's no way.
I don't know, I can't even describe it myself. She's so, you know, keen to get out there and have fun, and something as huge as that, as getting her arm taken by a shark, is just not keeping her out of the water, and that's just, it's just mind-blowing. And she's out there and she's surfing so well, like the turns that she does are so amazing. She's, you know, off the top, just fins out. She doesn't care that she's only got one arm, she's just having the time of her life.
I really appreciate our friendship.
Okay.
I stole a 20 from you once.
So?
Your bike, it was my fault. I locked it to a bush.
Really?
I hooked up with Beth.
It's cool.
Kendra.
Okay.
Monica.
I know.
And your sister.
Why?
Desperation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Please don't tell me you're stuck in the elevator again.
With free text, you don't have to hold back. Prepaid wireless from Jump Mobile. Go to jumpmobile.com.
It's a new look.
And a new season of Planet X.
Tune in for the freshest extreme sports action from around the globe.
Check it out every week. You rule the planet.
We rule the airwaves. Right here
on Planet X.
Effortlessly share music free and legal, no strings attached. Download the Planet X player free at planetx.tv.
Yes, Steph Gilmore is, one of the most amazing up-and-coming surfers. She's only 18 years old and she's already won a WCT event. She's won the world ISA title. She's, basically won the first two big WQS events she's been in. She's just blowing minds like left, right and centre. She's an amazing style, really graceful, but also, she's just learning to surf bigger waves and really having a dig. She's been showing us in Indonesia how she's got such a great name now that she's getting into some really solid waves, lefts and rights, and I think she's got an amazing future.
Since this trip, it's just really I've seen all her ability, and she ripped so hard, and she's one of my favorite surfers. I love her style and just her flow and how she's riding the waves.
She's amazing. I really like her style when she surfs strong and powerful, and I'm sure she's gonna become a world champion because she's still young and surfs a lot. She has a lot of time to learn, and she just started travel, so she has a lot of time, and she's ripping.
Steph's a good surfer. We went and surfed this right, had a session at this right and pretty much just dominated the whole place, and you can tell she gets as soon as she gets to a right, she just is like, ah!
This is the beginning.
I've had a lot of barrels at home where I've been just completely stoked out, but coming here and getting waves like that where they're just so perfect, there's not one drop of water out of place, and you're just in the barrel and you can actually think about something else while you're in the barrel. You've got that much time in there, you can look around and check things out. I'm always thinking about what other people are thinking, right? So, I'm always stoked if I get a good compliment or, someone's stoked on the way I surf or something. And so I'm always out to impress people, and I mean, as much as I really should be just trying to impress myself, I really want to just shine and just, shine in all conditions and just kind of blow people away. That's kind of what drives me at the moment, yeah.
Gone with the wind, gone with the
It's a new look
and a new season of Planet X.
Tune in for the freshest extreme sports action from around the globe.
Check it out every week. You rule the planet.
We rule the airwaves. Right here
on Planet X.
Effortlessly share music free and legal, no strings attached. Download the Planet X player free at planetx.tv.
Planet X is brought to you by Jump Mobile. Text out, shout out, fearless communication. And by Shoreline of Lake Tahoe, the online one-stop for your winter sports products. Visit shorelinesnowboards.com. And by the Go Music Network, your web resource for independent and unsigned bands. Get loads of free, legal music and share it with your friends. Download the Planet X interactive audio player now at planetx.tv.
I think I've always surfed because it's always been a bit of an escape for me. I think that surfing for me is just one of those things you can go and do and just pretend that you don't have another life and just go and just do what you got to do what you want to do and just have a little bit of fun. The search for me is just maybe about wanting something more when you can have something more. You know, like just being kind of thinking, oh, this is good, but, you know, I could make my life better, I could find a better wave, which is kind of really superficial, but, you know, something that makes you happy in the short term can be a lot of fun, and waves for surfers is maybe something like that. The other day we kind of turned into this bay that our captain knows, and it's a bit of a secret spot, and we've kind of just pulled up and all come up from down below and just seen one of the most perfect waves I've ever seen in my life. And for me, I'm a goofy footer, so it's on my forehand. Most perfect left ever, and I just went, oh my God, we're going out. Like, I was pretty much gibbering, and you know, everyone's like, you know, we've got to watch it, we've got to wait. And I was like, I'm not watching it, I'm going. Probably isn't really the smartest thing to do. Could have got out there and just got, like, you know, 10-foot wave on the head, but we had probably one of the best surfs a lot of us have ever had, and it's those little things that you know, especially just kind of cruising up and looking out your window and seeing a setup like that is one of those little things that stay with you for sure. I think sessions where you're surfing, you know, pretty much, you know, you're surfing perfect waves by yourselves with just your friends, and you know, you got the sunset, and it's just everything kind of turns into place. I think it's really surreal. You know, coming from the city beaches myself, you don't really get a lot of experiences like that. As much as I love my hometown, Bronny isn't, you know, I'm not going to find perfect waves there all the time, and to be able to cruise up, you know, turn up in a boat and just find the best waves you've ever seen in your life with some of your best mates to surf it with and just you, it's just a trip. When I come home from a place like this, I'm not thinking, thank God, you know, thank God I'm back in civilization, but, you know, thank God I can see concrete. But I think there's to a certain extent, there's a little bit of sadness that you get to come home and leave something like this. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to be here all the time and spoil it for everyone else, because I think it's one thing that you can do is to come here and there's no one else here. And I think if everyone that comes here stays here, then there's going to be buildings and there's going to be concrete, and it'll just ruin what it is now.
find this world in the name of Planet X.
Planet X in the air since 1995.